Hello, friends. It is day 5 of our Get Connected challenge. I am Stacy. Thanks for sticking with me for 5 days. I'm in my painting studio today with the sunshine. Sun is shining brightly, so I may have to move, but I thought it was nice. It's good energy, and I wanted to wear my glasses too. So anyway. How have your mornings been going? Are you getting messages? Are you tuning in to that energy first thing in the morning before you wake up? I got nothing this morning. A big old nothing. So, which is totally fine because it's not going to happen every day. And that's, it is what it is. So, but what was very interesting was I had my morning as usual, and then later on in the day, I did my Tara meditation that I talked about. I think on the very first day, I talked about my divine Tara practice, and I do that every day. And it is it's such a connecting practice to connect to the divine feminine energy, to my own higher self energy. And so I was in that practice earlier, and I did get a ton of messages, and I wasn't going to do a card today. I wasn't going to equate any message I got today to a card, but then now I am, because it needs to the correlation is so strong that I can't let it go by. So maybe I won't do a card tomorrow, but for today, I'm going to do a card from the Creation Codes. Creation Codes. I was thinking about prayers. I was thinking about the universal practice of praying, and just about everybody does it, and it's such a unique practice. It's really unique to every single person, and it's very personal. It can be personal and it can be collective, and we can make it really simple and we can make it really complicated. And for a long time, I prayed in church and nowhere else. And now I don't pray in church, and I pray everywhere else. And I also was thinking about how prayer can be looked at differently. It can be looked at as an energetic practice, not just a faith practice, but transference of energy, right? I was praying for my son, who I love very much, and he's always in my prayers, and I'm always praying for him to feel connected to his energy centers, and for him to feel strong in and believe in himself, and try and guide him through his teen years, which are very challenging. And it brought me to, in the deck, the Cords card, which is a very interesting card. And it's not one of those, it's not the love card. It's not the passionate, creative, imaginative, beautiful cards that there are many of those in the deck. This is like a hardcore, energetic exercise card, a card that you're going to connect with if you are really interested in doing some good, deep work on yourself. Not everybody's up for that. I get it, but I like that. I'm a Scorpio, and it's Scorpio season, and I love digging deep. So I read the Cords card text that I wrote, and it's interesting because I don't want to say it has a negativity to it. It's not negative, but it does talk a lot about the negative cords that we create with people throughout our lives, throughout our childhood, throughout our early adult life. How the cords can stay attached to people that are no longer in our life unless we do some work to release them. And so that's what a lot of this card is about. There is there is a wonderful paragraph about the silver cord, which is an energetic cord that connects you to divine source. And so there is an exercise here walking you through connection, which is what we're working on, what we're talking about, the silver cord, the connecting force that causes a marriage of physical and spiritual energy. It connects the universal love of the divine source with your soul and is anchored in your physical body. So this is a wonderful visualization using your imagination to really tap into the huge energetic connection and cord that we have with the divine. So that part actually is wonderful and positive. And the other thing I was thinking about too, and there's some exercises in here that do go into how to release yourself from negative energetic cords. And that's what most of this card is about. Even the affirmation at the end is, I release the ties that negatively bind me to others now. So that's really the crux of what we wrote about in this for this card. But I'm turning it on its ear for this video, because what I did today in my meditation was I took this same concept of cords and used it for good instead of using it for evil. I took it as sending, in this case, my son, because I love him more than anything, sending him positive energy through my own solar plexus, my own source of energetic to physical power, right? Your solar plexus, your seat of your egoic power that you emanate out into the world. And it made me think of the umbilical cord. I always say that wrong. I always say umbilical, which isn't correct. It's umbilical cord. But think of that cord, the life-giving cord that a baby needs or cannot grow, cannot live, cannot survive without the energy flow from their mother as they're growing in the womb. And I thought, that doesn't necessarily sever energetically when you have a child, and you may cut that cord physically, but the energetic cord is still there. And there's a wonderful way that we can use that power, that energy, to visualize is to send prayers through that energy center, through that energetic connection with your child, with someone else. But I would think that, in my own opinion, and it's my own opinion, that connection is the strongest connection that there is on the planet between two physical people, because of all of the intense and necessary energetic exchange between. And it's so deep and there's so much there, and I won't go into that whole thing. I mean, we could talk about it for hours, and it's so fascinating. But I just want to plant that seed in your head that instead of a faith-based way of praying, sending good vibes. What are vibes? They are energetic waves, right? So when the colloquial vibes, word vibes, really means energy, right? Sending good vibes, sending good energy. And it can be very, it can be very, I don't want to say shallow, but it can be very simple and people don't really give it too much thought, but there is enormous power in that. So I am turning the cords card on its ear and looking at it in a completely different way. So I thought that I would pass that along to you, because I think it's worth spending a little time contemplating and maybe trying it out the next time you are in prayer, the next time you are wishing, hoping, pushing to the world, pushing to God, and sometimes it is in desperation. You are pleading, asking. Maybe think of it differently. How can you buoy up the energy of your loved ones through a visualization of an energy exchange? Because I did that today and it was enormously powerful and it made me feel a shift, and I can only hope, and we'll see if it creates a shift, right, in my boy. So, which is great. And it's just a little boost, right? It's just a little boost because the teen years are really hard. That is all I wanted to share today on this day 5 of the Get Connected Challenge. If you aren't getting messages in the morning, it is totally fine. It is totally fine. Find them some other way, some other time of your day in meditation. Ooh, I think there was a hawk that just flew by. We have a hawk on the property. She is lovely, even though she's a predator, but she is, we love her. She's great. Anyway, thank you. I'm keeping this one short today. Thank you for stopping by again for day 5. I will see you tomorrow. Maybe I will have resumed my messages from the morning. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if you are receiving those messages in the morning, and let's keep at it, right? Let's keep at it. It's a fun process, and what do we have to lose? Honestly, I can't think of a better way to focus your energy and spend your time in the moment to connect with your higher self, the divine mother and father, and life, the vitality of life. So I wish you an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for day 6. Take care.